Welcome to another episode of The Brand Called You, a podcast and podcast show that brings you leadership lessons, knowledge, experience, and wisdom from thousands of successful individuals from around the world. I'm your host, Ashutosh Garg, and today I'm delighted to welcome an accomplished professional from Greece, Dina Karatza. Dina, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for the invitation. It's an honor for me to be here. And I'm very happy to have a discuss about leadership.
Okay. Dina is a leadership and team coach. So, Dina, my first question, what inspired you to pursue a career as a leadership and a team coach?
Oh, you see, I will be brief. I will start 30 years ago. So I was working in advertising agencies, international advertising agencies, for almost 2 decades as a creative director. It was not just a work for me, it was a passion. There, 10 years ago, I faced a significant burnout that not only drained my energy and created some health issues, but also stifled my creativity, and that killed my passion for work.
Right.
During my recovery period, I had the chance to reflect deeper and to understand that there I realized that while my mindset played a part, the leadership and organizational culture were major contributors to my burnout. This realization ignited a desire to make a difference, and starting a research to find out how can I do it. There, I discovered the transformative power of coaching. After my first certificate in coaching, I continue because I knew that very well that my expertise would be in leadership and executive coaching. There, I met the Marshall Goldsmith Stakeholder Center coaching method, and this approach resonated with me, and also sparked a new passion. So over the last the past 6 years, I've had the privilege of working with leaders, executives, and teams, helping them navigate their challenges and unlock their potential.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Now, a few months ago, I decided to be more specific and with my expertise, and I decided to combine my creative background with leadership coaching. So now I support visionary executives and leaders integrate creativity into their leadership style to drive innovation and foster a culture of creative problem solving within the organizations.
Well said. So, Dina, tell me then, on the people you coach, what are some of the common challenges that you help them overcome?
Yes, there are a lot of challenges because we live in a very challenging world. I will try to spot on a few. The first one, I think, right now is navigating technological change. I have encountered organizations where technology invaded in the company, was introduced without a proper change management plan. And as a result, it was to reduce productivity, financial losses, and significant employee insecurity, as they felt that they may be becoming obsolete. This lack of preparation and communication created an atmosphere of panic and chaos, severely impacting overall efficiency and morale. And second is communication and engagement and team engagement. It is difficult right now engaging and managing a multi-generational workforce, particularly to communicate with the Gen Z. They are tech savvy and values driven. And this is very, very challenging.
Okay.
Another challenge is to adapting to rapid market changes. And building emotional intelligence also, which is very important in effective leadership.
Wonderful. And how do you handle individual coaches versus a group or a team coaching?
The team coaching is a work that I love. And how do I handle? Usually, we focus on collective dynamics of the team. The team coaching emphasizes more to improve team dynamics, communication, and collaboration. And we try to build a cohesive, innovative, and high-performing team that adapts collectively to market demands. The most important is to facilitate open communication, so you can create trust, to create a culture that anyone will feel safe to express their opinion, to make mistakes, and to know that there is no criticism.
Okay.
And very important is to cultivate a shared vision, and the need of an effective leadership is needed to create this culture and share the vision.
Wonderful.
With clarity.
Yeah. So tell me, when it comes to coaching, how important is emotional intelligence in leadership? And how do you incorporate this into your coaching?
Well, from my point of view, there's no effective leadership without emotional intelligence. Is pivotal in leadership because it enhances self-awareness, empathy, relationship management, which are very essential for effective decision making, team collaboration, and organizational success. Prioritizing emotional intelligence in coaching, leaders can cultivate resilience, inspire trust, navigate challenges with empathy, and fostering a positive impact on team dynamics and organizational performance.
Okay.
I use assessments to help the leaders to develop their strengths and define the areas for growth, and tailored coaching session to enhance self-regulation, social skills, and empathy.
Okay.
And we encourage leaders to apply AI principles in real-world scenarios. Also, to learn to accept and give feedback constructive feedback.
Okay.
It's very important.
Wonderful. So, Dina, when I was reading about you, I was reading about your leadership succession coaching program. Tell me more
Mm-hmm.
about this. What does the program entail?
Okay. Uh, the the leadership succession program inspired us was inspired by the market and by our clients.
Hmm.
Here in Greece, there are several family and mid-sized companies, and they don't have a plan, a succession plan. And the most important was that the one generation meets the new generation, and there were a lot of conflicts, and uh, uh, they they created an environment in the company that was very insecure. So through behavioral change tools, methods, and creative debates, we bridge crucial gaps in generational, cultural, leadership models, and values.
Right.
And we try to foster a common ground, facilitating a smooth transition that positively impacts everyone involved in the organization as a whole. In other situations, like bigger companies, we help to develop through coaching their succession plan, which is very important for organization, regardless of size.
Hmm.
It ensures a steady pipeline of talented individuals ready to assume key leadership role as current leaders transition.
Wonderful. And how is your new generation leadership coaching program different from your leadership succession coaching program?
Yes. This program, we developed this program because of a proposal from a university in Greece. Uh, and it was great because the new generation uh, um, embrace it very, very passionate.
Hmm.
Um, Many young adults and emerging professionals face an uncertain future,
Hmm.
lacking clarity and confidence, especially in navigating their personal and professional paths. So we try to empower these young leaders. They are the future of leadership.
Right.
Their potential and cultivate behaviors that propel them forward with resilience and self-assurance.
Hmm.
So we have some steps. We help them explore their self-perception and envision their future selves,
Hmm.
to identify the triggers and the challenges and recognize personal and professional that may hinder their progress. And we help them to develop their behaviors
Hmm.
to overcoming obstacles and fostering personal growth.
Hmm. Wonderful. My next question for you, Dina, is that you also are an expert in personal branding. So tell me about your integrated personal branding program, which says coaching as the core of personal branding.
Yeah. This program is the combination of my creative background.
Mm.
I was I was specialized in branding, But when I started, before I start coaching, to work with people for their personal brand, the strategies were very, very, very different because we didn't have a product on the shelf. There was a person with feelings and needed to respect everything and be very careful. So in today's dynamic and competitive world, whether you are navigating economy as an entrepreneur or striving to excel your career, one thing remains clear: your personal brand matters more than ever.
Right, right.
And it's not just about self-awareness. It's about actively shaping how others perceive you and how you want others to perceive you, and drive meaningful impact and achieve your goals.
Okay. Well,
Yes, please.
no, go ahead. Please go ahead.
So through coaching, we'll help individuals uncover their authentic self, define their unique brand persona. And this is very important because today all we have heroes and the people that we admire. And we say, I want to be like him, but we realize just the surface. And we don't realize why I want to be like him.
Right.
And maybe sometimes we're prisoned in a persona that is not our. And this is very risky.
Great response.
So we are trying to help people to create their authentic persona and set clear objectives for their professional journey.
Well done. And my next question, I have time for two more questions.
Okay.
How do you help leaders identify and leverage their strengths for their career growth?
Through personalized coaching. Where I use sometimes I use a combination of tools, and sometimes I use just Marshall Goldman stakeholders and their coaching a method, and by conducting in-depth assessments and one-on-one sessions, I uncover each leader's unique talents and capabilities. We then can collaborate to develop actionable strategies that align their strengths with career goals, fostering continuous growth and impactful leadership.
Right.
And I always remember my first approach to a CEO of, if we have time to tell you a story, it was a CEO of a mid-size company.
Right.
He asked me he saw that I am certified for MGSCC, and he asked me, I want to do MGSCC. Oh, okay, I said. I explained that one of the first steps is a 360 assessment. And he said that, okay, explain what is. And I said, okay, we need to ask the opinion of your team about you. And he said, are you crazy? Will I ask my team their opinion for me? Do you want me to be, do you want to send me in jail? And I said, okay.
Yeah.
Think about it. I explained, and 4 months later, he came back and told me, okay, let's start. And after 8 months of collaboration, I received an email that was written, okay, thank you for thank you for take me off my mind's jail. And it was very it was wonderful to hear that.
Wonderful, thank you. And my last question to you, how do your own interests in continuous learning, traveling, and volunteering influence your coaching approach?
This is a great question. So I have a privilege that working in advertising, and my passion for traveling and exploring different cultures helped me a lot with my coaching, my leadership coaching, because I could understand different cultures, and it was great. A journey into a new culture has been a lesson in understanding different perspectives and communication styles, which are crucial skills when coaching leaders from various backgrounds. Let's say whether navigating hierarchical structures of Japan, embracing the warmth of Brazil, or understanding the directness of Germany, or even understand the harmony and consensus building prevail in India. This blend of professional expertise and cultural, let's say, fluency, it's not fluency, but has not only enhanced my effectiveness as a coach, but also fostered meaningful connections that transcend the cultural boundaries in the corporate world.
Well said. Well said. Dina, on that note, thank you so much for speaking to me about your own journey. Thank you for speaking to me about so many different aspects of coaching, both for leaders and for teams. I think you are obviously doing some great work for all your coaches, which is why you're so successful. But thank you for speaking to me, and good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for listening to the Brand Called You videocast and podcast, a platform that brings you knowledge, experience, and wisdom of hundreds of successful individuals from around the world. Do visit our website www.tbcy.in to watch and listen to the stories of many more individuals. You can also follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Just search for the Brand Called You.